One ticket for the divisional round remains. The finale of Super Wildcard Weekend. And off we go on this Monday night. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
To throw is Willis. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Jacobs, first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line. On their first play of the game.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Seattle.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Got it with Smith-Njigba. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, running right into space. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter complete here on the Monday night finale of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Packers on top. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Willis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Jacobs, first down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he will score. Christian Watson Touchdown, Green Bay.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Wes Watkins takes it from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Miller. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Once again, it's Miller.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Darnold. It's complete. He's got Huff. And he's going to have the Seahawks 1st down. They picked it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will tie things up here in the 1st half. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down. Throwing, Willis. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Willis now to throw. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Willis to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Willis. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Darnold to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Willis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing, Willis. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is,
that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. So, it is halftime in the final game of Super Wild Card Weekend as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's taken in, and he will have the Seahawks first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Now a give on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. He's inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action with Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, here's Willis. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Willis. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Willis. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack. So 1 quarter remains, and Willis. That complete to Jacobs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. Darnold to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll stay on the ground. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side this time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And that will lead to a second down. Willis now to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Throwing, Willis, going for it all. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw. to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down. Willis now to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Willis to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to get back to a 1-possession game.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They are moving on in these playoffs. We'll have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.